What's going on, everybody? Good morning or afternoon. Happy Saturday. So today we've got Freightliner Cascadia with 1.2 almost 1.3 million miles. Very common oil leak. You're going to have these seals that leaks. We're going to do a quick little video and everything you're going to need to know how to do it and do it by yourself. Now typically I would remove all that stuff out of the way, but we're going to just make it for the interest of the video and obviously for time. We're going to go right at the number one because that's where it's leaking. This is what you're going to need. Your seal replacement only goes one way. You might need this little toothpick because there's a sensor that is in the way. Toma, chavo. Para quitarle el sensor. Little 3/8 ratchet. You're going to need a socket like this to kind of get around the fuel line. This is again from Snap-on. I've showed you guys that a million times. Same thing, also from Snap-on. You're going to need 10 mil socket because you have two little bolts here on the side. You are going to need to torque it down, so you're going to need your torque wrench. That's going to need to be torqued down to 30 foot-pounds, so keep that in mind. I'm going to cover it so the sun doesn't get it too hot. Tony's going to go ahead and remove that sensor. Let me show you guys, well, not the sensor, but the plug, so you can get in there, and then we can go from there. So right where his hands are, he'll move right now in a second. Tú dale. ¿No quiere? ¿Te ayudo? All right, so you're going to see that little sensor. Make sure there you go. You're going to hear that little click. Yeah, he said click. And then you're going to go ahead and pull that plug out. Leave the sensor in there, but that's just so you simply have more room when you put your socket in, because you're not going to have the clearance. Otherwise, the last thing you want to do is break that sensor, and they do tend to get stuck inside that intake manifold. So Tony's going to go ahead and get your 19. You're going to need your 19 there. Very simple. There we go. So you're going to hear that. He's going to go and loosen that up. And one thing I am going to need, and I did not bring it with me, I have another socket that I use, and I use that with the 1/2 inch. I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is another one that you want to keep that in your little arsenal, and there is the part number. If you can see that there, it is Frank Larry Sam 1219, and again it's going to be a 1/2 inch. Makes it a little bit easier to get. You should be able to get in there. There you go. And that's it. Every now and then that line does get stuck and it will not cooperate with you, and you will need to cut it out, but we're not going to do that here. We're going to try to do this the easy way. So Tony's going to go ahead and do that there. While he's doing that, again, everything we need is pretty much going to be on this table. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. I do use a little bit of the gasket maker, and I just simply apply a little bit there as always. So ¿no es la llave short? Sí, verdad. So once you loosen that up, guys, you can use something like this. That's a nice one that we have. Actually, that's Tony's. Dale, toma tu tiempo. El 19. There you go, guys. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Once that fuel line comes out, then you can go ahead and remove the seal. Again, using your seal to get that out, you're going to need a 10 mil. I do not recommend using anything electric. Use everything you can manual, just like that, and that's pretty much all you're going to need. So there we go, guys. Let's speed this up. Yeah. Pásamelo. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. Tony's going to go ahead and remove that seal. We're going to clean that up and then install the new seal. Be right back. GoPro turn off. Alrighty guys, and just like that, we are all done. One seal replaced. Now normally what I'd like to do is, once I go ahead and replace the seal, I like to do them one at a time. Fuel line. You can do them all at the same time, but then I kind of run into the issue where I like to go ahead and prime the fuel system. But I did just one. I may not need to prime the fuel system, but I just did a fuel filter change, so for the sake of the video, I'm gonna probably just prime it really quick, just so I don't have any issues with the fuel, air, or possibly the injector system itself. So again, look at that. 1.2, almost 1.3 million miles, not bad. So let's go ahead and prime the fuel system. Typically you don't need to do it. I mean, you could probably just try cranking it like that. But again, I want to avoid any potential issues with injectors or something like that, or hard starts or no starts. So anyway, quick little video. That's how you do it. Do it yourself. Very simple. Guys, if the video helps you guys out, as always, all I ask, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate y'all.